discussed before? Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but I think I actually want to do it because it's not too hard once I learn what to do.
How are you gonna learn what to do? They have a.
That's something I want to go to some classes as I have this new job.
They have classes
and
out
at least get an intro and then learn how to do some floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then boom.
And then boom.
Because I think I could do it.
Yeah.
And in the time I can get myself together.
Get myself together.
Figure out my new size.
Right now. For the peep.
I worked out today.
Did you? Where'd you work out?
In the backyard and then in my bedroom. And then I went on a walk.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do it every day. I'm just...
Well, the only way that you could rewrite your story into a winner story is to stick to it.
Like it hurts right here.
Yeah, get ready.
And
Get ready.
I was jump roping, but I wasn't doing anything else.
Oh, I saw you jump roping.
Yeah.
Yay, I did.
Yeah, I was like, let's do something.
Yeah, good job.
Like, what is there to do except for workout?
And get sexy on them, girl. And bounce back. And bounce back sexy on them. Don't do it.
Like, imagine by the summertime, it'll be a whole nother size.
Whole nother human.
That's going to be crazy, though.
Whole nother consciousness.
'Cause I already feel like I'm not who I am. Because, like, my clothes don't fit now.
I know.
You know?
Yes. Release the body.
Do you really know, though, Mom? Because I feel like...
You're looking at your mother who doesn't look like your mother a year ago. What do you mean? Do you really know, Mom? You're right behind me.
I mean, just like for the
And I've been pulling you. I've been like, come on.
That's where I want to be, though. I want to be a little star. I mean, I want to be a big star.
Oh, you about to be. I see your future, baby. I told you I seen it when I was watching. That's why I watched a little stupid show. I was like, she looks like Bailey. I was like, oh.
Imagine.
Oh.
Right? That's the thing. That's why I need to get this together now. Because I don't want to be the pretty girl that's getting dogged out.
I'm telling you.
Right.
And they will be on your ass. They're already on your ass. See, you already pulling them. You pulling the nice guy. You pulling the jocks. You pulling the. And you got to keep pulling them.
I got the weird white boys.
And you decide. And that's the point that we were at. And that's how you decide which one you want. Because first and foremost, you find one that's moldable. If he's not moldable, he's a waste. You do not want to be married the rest of your life to an inflexible man. Period. But if you find out, even if they're argumentative, like mine's argumentative, but he go wherever I tell him. Period. Because I ain't let this go wrong. And when you find your soulmate, you find the person that you trust enough to lead you. You are his rib. You are his rib.
Because, like, I'm not understanding how I could come off as narcissistic.
How does this not make sense?
I know, I'm not talking about that part.
I'm talking to them.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say, I was like, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, the whole, if I'm mean, narcissistic, all those things. If I'm mean, I can't be mean to them. I gotta be nice to them.
No, because they want you to talk to you nice. Did you read the family group chat?
Yeah, that was so weird. That's why I really wanted to pop in, but I really haven't been talking to anybody.
I know. Why? Why?
Because they're weird.
I know.
They're so mean.
Oh my fucking God. And they don't even know they're mean.
Right.
It's crazy how we are existing in a twilight zone.
But we're the sensitive ones.
But where are the problems? It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't like it.
And I'm like, I don't even know. I can't give up on it. I want to keep fighting for it. I know that if we can overcome
I'm not
this.
talking about anyone specific,
man.
But like, all right, dude.
And I wasn't talking about no. I said we all can stand in a place of love. And I was like, look, if I am in your life for a reason, how you doing? If I'm in your life for a reason, wouldn't it be for me to reflect the female perspective back to you?
But you need to be nicer is what he's saying.
I'm not being mean. Like you just said, people tell you to be nicer. I'm not being mean.
Right? It's like,
I really feel like I'm being nice.
That's how like, I gotta go by myself for a minute. Just be like,
and that's what I told him. I was like, you a grown ass man. There's no reason why I need to stroke your hair while telling you to turn the lights off when you leave a room.
I definitely
to take the trash out. I shouldn't. I'm conveying to them. There's no reason why I should have to do that when delivering messages to your grown ass.
I'll be right back. I have food.
Okay, of course you have food.
Well, I came in to stop real fast, but then we hopped on live. So.
You know, I appreciate your... Yeah, so... I'm just talking to her, and she was coming and talking about her love life, and she's been hanging around this young man who has been her friend since middle school. But boys and girls can be friends when they're younger until they realize that they can actually have sex together, and now they can't be friends because the first people a person will have their experiences with will be their friends. Now the only question is the depth of that friendship, right? Everyone you slept with wasn't some random stranger off the street. It was someone you had some level of friendship with. Now, depending on your definition of depth of friendship, that'll determine who you slept with.
He said he was sleeping.
But a dude will only pretend to have the depth of friendship necessary in order to get what he wants. And some guys are willing to go very deep into that friendship zone in order to get what they want. Yeah.
Because, I was in a good spot for a minute. Years. And
then he realized that he can pick you, and so that's what he did. Because guys can be friends with girls.
I allowed the guard down. I wasn't trying to be on, straight friendly terms. I definitely...
You did, because you wanted to have your first chosen. Trust me, when you lost your virginity, it was not your choice. You wanted to experience it, and some guys came up and took advantage of that. But if you had your perfect circumstances, it would not have been him.
It would definitely be.
So Pink Panther was your first chosen experience. And so, no, he didn't coerce you. Yes, you equally wanted to experience it the way that you wanted to experience. But trust me, he did very little to gain access, which trained him to get the caliber of woman that you are. That's all he has to do.
The caliber. Oh,
exactly.
That was his word.
You are low runging yourself. Every aspect of you, because I could coach you in every area but that area.
Why? Because I'm not going to listen?
Because I cannot stand in the room and say, hold your pee to yourself. Ah! I can't do that. I can only coach you from the outside and hope you play it right on the inside.
Yeah, I know.
But every other area, I can stand next to you and be like, good job. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't know what my plans are with that, because there isn't much I can really do with it, except move forward or go back.
No, we just learned from that, and we learned the format. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You and I have sat here and analyzed the whole game frontwards and backwards. Now it is your job. Please leave, both of you. A nicer way to say please leave. It's okay. Stop.
But what do I say now?
I told you when we hanging out. Period. Waking up. Alright. Say, alright, when we hanging out. Tell him what you want.
Alright, when do we hang out?
He's expendable. You understand that this is not your husband.
He could come tomorrow if he really wanted to.
He can do whatever the heck he wants to, as he has done. But he was doing it because he was trying to get to you. And because he can't get to you now, he is trying to pretend he is still your friend. So pull his motherfucking card when you coming over. And if he makes up any excuse,
then they say, all right.
You know what it is.
So what do I just say?
Nigga, when you coming over? What the heck?
But that just seems so abrupt. Forget that you just woke up.
Oh,
I think I'm believing.
Wakey, eggs and bakey when you're coming over, baby. Say it however the fuck you want to say it, but say it.
Off, you say.
Right? She was really talking to her mama. But no, say it however you need to say it, but say what best serves you, and that's how you keep the ball in your court. Because he's tried to manipulate you. And then he's going to continue to follow you because he's the one that he couldn't get with his same old schemes. So he's going to chase you because he's like, yo, how come I couldn't get her with my same old game plan? And a true scientist
Just multiple hypotheses.
Exactly. So he's going to come at you another way. And then, look, boom, this is how you get him. You locked him in mentally.
That's hilarious.
And when Dre saw me and he knew I was his wife, he was like, he fell in love with my brain. Because something that I was doing in that moment clicked in with his brain and he knew that I can grow him.
And now it's gone. You're crazy.
Well, that's because I'm on some next level stuff. He'll catch up. I jumped like a lifetime in a year. So he got he'll catch up.
This is unlike him, though.
He's got rusty gears.
This is unlike...
I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to tell you to better stop talking about my husband. I'm going to let you have your truth. But you're going to respect my husband.
Most of the time, you're the one that's bringing him up.
I know.
Like, earlier today in the car, you're like, I know you say you don't. But I'm like, here we go again. It's not a Dre hate train.
What? I'm confused.
Earlier in the car, you're like, you have to be okay with God removing people from your life. And I know you don't like Dre, but he does everything for me.
No,
Like,
no.
okay.
What I want to point out to you, and the same thing that I pointed
I
out
wish
to
they put more
Andre.
chicken in here. Like,
The same thing I
the
pointed to
sauce.
Andre. I was like, I understand you don't like me. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like Dre. When you think of what a relationship that you've known that has been happy, our definition of happiness does not have to be your definition. No, that wasn't happy at all. But on the outside, it looked happy, right?
Right?
I was so surprised when they got a divorce.
But it was coming.
What are you eating? Like, what's going on? You didn't offer me nothing. You just so damn selfish. You got a whole feast.
You made
What's
pizza.
that got to do with the fact that you got like 20, whatever the hell those things are, and I want one?
This is my dinner, but you can have some because I'm not gonna eat them all.
You shouldn't. This is way too much.
Oh yeah.
You don't get to do all that working out and then eat all these motherfuckers right here. Let me help you.
Right, let me not get the bread anymore. Unfortunately, yeah, they're a little crunchy.
It's a little bit.
That's why I don't offer because I know I
Cooked to your taste.
I messed them up.
Oh, that's alright. You know, I'll eat anything. My standards in what I'll eat is low.
But
I'll eat anything.
so, damn. That's all I say. Oh dang. Anyways,
No, just say okay.
I want to acknowledge what he said, but at the same time, I don't want to just be like,
That's what's up. How was your day? Like, ease them into it. Look,
right? That's what I'm saying. I'm not
anything
trying
that
to be
I
like,
give
okay,
you
me,
is a blueprint.
Me. Cause that's why I feel like I'd be doing it. That's just how I am already.
Because you're trying to run him off.
I'm not trying to.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
Be as big and obnoxious. Remember my advice.
So
Be as
just
big.
say it now.
No. Play your game.
Right, because
if I teach you my game, you'll have to remember my game. But if you take my game and blend it in with your execution, now it becomes your game. So you don't have to remember my game. You just gotta play yours.
Right, because I can't be like, my mom said. No, I gotta.
Yeah. So go into it, but at the end of the day,
It's okay, I'll do it right away. Because you said just like be bold and play. He's playing his game live.
your version.
Falling asleep.
Kaden went in your room. I thought you were in there, but you weren't. So Kaden just went in your room.
Thank
And
you.
you spraying something. Also, Kaden keeps calling me poopy head. He's making me upset, and I'm trying to talk to him, but he's not listening. He's just yelling at me.
So I've noticed that he and Andre go back and forth calling each other names like that. So that would be who you would talk to about that, because he's the one who's teaching him
I'm
that.
telling him to stop teaching me.
I told him to stop,
I'm
but
telling her.
oh, yeah, tell him that you don't appreciate being called that, and he doesn't know how to
I was
differentiate.
saying, tell Kaden. Yeah. I mean, no, tell Andre that you don't know how to.
He doesn't know the difference between when he's playing with you and talking to other people, and it's causing him to be disrespectful. Use your language, but that's the message you want to convey.
I'm talking to a dog.
Sauce.
Oh, this is gonna help?
It might.
It already looks like it will. No, I didn't. I'm
I
sorry.
don't like talking to adults.
Lady,
You
you
make
your
me
brother.
talk to an adult.
I'm not making you do anything.
I don't.
You want me to solve a problem that I
Why
can't
you
solve.
talk to him?
I have. Remember I said I asked him, or if I didn't, I did. But you can reinforce it, right?
Oh.
So maybe he's not
some good salsa.
Maybe he's not going to comply to my request, but maybe he'll comply to yours. If multiple people come to him.
You can say the angel said.
If you can't use your voice.
Say another person said.
If you can't, but ain't you the same little girl that be talking back to teachers?
I don't talk back to teachers, Mom.
That's not what the teacher said when they called me.
I don't talk back to my teachers. They're liars, Mom.
Now you're gonna sit here and tell me that adults are liars?
Okay, so
what do you mean? Adults aren't liars, Mom?
I don't know how to word it.
You got this, kid. I believe in you.
Please.
I didn't say that adults aren't liars. I'm saying you have the nerve to stand in front of me and tell me
late night.
that these teachers are liars. Oh, yes. Late night. That's so corny.
Yes, Mom.
Someone's gonna be up all night.
Yes, they are, Mom.
What do I say?
I'm being serious,
Sounds
Mom.
cool. Like, scroll up to the last time he said he's just waking up and copy and paste because you guys are caught in a cycle.
But this has never happened before.
I'm done giving this brain power.
This is a curveball. He never said
let me say my thing, Mom. Teachers have lied on my name.
He's laying with some other girl right now.
Okay, I agree with you.
In my grade, right now.
He could be.
He's waking up.
Oh, he has other girls. I didn't even factor that in.
I don't think he would, but like that's my main issue. That he could be trying to use his time somewhere else now.
He could be.
That's why I said he could be manipulating me by...
That's why you hold she hostage and do not let her go. She does not see the light of day. Light of day. She don't see the light of day. Until you get what you want.
So what do I
It's
say?
crazy. I was editing a video where I'm giving you this exact advice, and when I was editing it, I said it so raw that I started judging myself, and I was like, oh my God, I wouldn't give the same advice today. Hell yeah, I would. Sit on your cheek until you get what you want.
I feel like we were in the car.
I'm always telling you this advice.
Yeah, it's like...
This has been the advice.
Well, that's good. It was funny. Today I finally unfollowed Tyrese and the rest of the little boys from there.
Smut humans.
He wasn't that bad.
And you'll see
he was
him,
probably the best one out of all of them because he knew how to.
He had his version of the same rap, and you have to determine how far they gotta go.
Yeah.
You entered into a already in progress conversation, dear, and I tried to properly close the one. No, it's okay.
But we're having a conversation.
I know.
So you got to talk, and if you want to continue talking, and then finish, and then go is what...
No, what I'm saying is I'm done giving her problem brain power. So at that point...
You pay attention.
So at that point, I would mentally... I'm just trying to tell you what I'm telling you when I tell you I am no longer mentally present for this conversation. What that means is I stopped listening to you, but I'm sitting here physically and allowing you to run your mouth. But I'm not listening to you. So if you're talking to me because you want to get something off your back, then all means keep running your mouth. But know that I'm not listening. And if you're talking to me because you want me to be present in your conversation, you're going to have to come back.
Bad party to have, Mommy.
By informing you that I'm not listening to you? You would rather let you spill your heart to me and I'm not mentally here?
No, Mom.
Should I just ask him what's for dinner? I don't know.
No, Mom. That's
fucking God. This is elementary.
But I don't know how to like
Google. What do you say when the guy says he just wakes up? My God.
Why?
You are making this so much bigger than it is.
What do I say? Be like, okay. I just don't want to.
How was your nap? Okay. My God.
How was your slumber?
Shut up.
How was it, Sleeping Beauty?
See, and you want to say you're going to go to a remote island and be able to live without me. You've got to be able to respond to something this simple without me.
There won't be any text messages out there. I won't be talking to anybody. I will be talking to the animals.
Stop being so literal. If you can't handle a task as small as this without me, you're not going to survive in the wild.
Oh, I thought you meant like you need communication skills to live on an island. Like, no, I don't.
No.
It's the last thing I need.
You need to be able to use your brain.
So,
This is natural.
but it's not natural because you said I need to
Because she usually has control. You're taking your control back, which is your natural state. You are a woman.
Exactly, but
they gave you this lie.
So what do I say?
They fed you this lie.
So what do I say?
It made you think that you're an inferior being, but you are a woman. What will you say?
Might as well just be like,
oh, did you give these to me? Because I killed them.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I'm so freaking hungry. There's something about eating after you haven't eaten in a long time.
Yeah, I know.
You just become ravenous.
This was my eating after a long time.
I know. And I came and said it was too much for you, and then I ate it after 2 pieces of pizza. I forgot my stomach's starting to get fat again. I got to get my life together.
Can't ride the wave forever.
I know.
I'm scared.
I know.
Uh-oh, waking up.
If the weight is coming back, it needs to come to my ass.
What do I say? Just help me real quick. Because I want to say what you said to say, but I don't want to just be like, okay, when are you coming over?
Okay, so say, oh, that's cool. How was your nap? Isn't that something you would say? Let him carry the conversation. Be dry. Isn't it usually they're dry and you're carrying the conversation? You be dry and he'll carry the conversation if he wants to talk to you. If he doesn't, the conversation will die out.
But I thought we were hitting him with the... What tactic are we using here? Come on now.
You gotta fall back.
Right. So what's my fallback? Not come over?
Sifu said... You have to go backwards to go forwards. You got to go down to go up.
How was it?
Which means you got to fall back to make forward progress. Because you have to stop doing what you used to do nothing, which cuts them off. And then, if they're still around, because in that nothing, they could choose to walk away, which clears them out.
Me too.
Then cool.
Imagine he's trying to do the same thing with me.
No one is teaching what I'm teaching you. I'm literally breaking you down.
But imagine some people are. That's still manipulation. People know manipulation right off the box.
Not at this level. Not at this level. I'm teaching you how to analyze people.
But the difference is that people could be unknowingly manipulating me.
But you're knowingly manipulating.
Exactly, but still doesn't mean that they're not doing it.
I know. He just was manipulating us. He had me sold. But the same day he asked you for... But the same day he asked you... But, boom, don't discount the divinity. The same day he asked you, what are we doing, was the exact same day I said, I love the way that you treat my daughter, and I wouldn't mind if you guys dated.
You scared him away. I'm playing.
Which is what I was supposed to do. Because he just wanted hit. And now he done weaseled his way. He thought he could play his game and get on the good side of the mom, but he didn't know the mom was me.
Which is hilarious because, I mean, he really didn't have time for me to see this out yet because he had a girlfriend the entire time. So it's like, we'll see. We'll see if I'm actually a friend or not. But even that, they say that men and women can't be friends.
That's what they say. I ended up marrying my best friend, and it's the best decision of my life.
You couldn't stay friends. You had to get married. You had to give him 2 children. You had to do this. You had to do that.
There was a clause in all my relationships that Dre would have to be my friend. Everyone I dated or talked to, I was like, I have a guy that's always going to be my friend. And you can't tell me he can't. And I would have cheated with Dre. Because I would think it's stupid that somebody's telling me I can't be friends with somebody. Because there's something there between me and Dre. We're soulmates. We've been in the same states. We literally lived on opposite sides of the street. That's how close we've been until we met.
I don't know how I feel about that. He's just never took a nap like this before.
He's glitching out. He's glitching out in a major way, though. I'm really happy because he's starting to hear synchronicities in music. Do you remember when you first started hearing synchronicities in music? How long ago that was?
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about there's ascension signs or levels to ascension in consciousness, he's where he's now starting to hear music talk to him.
As a message.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's like a decade behind me. Not saying it's a linear time, but I started hearing synchronicities and messages in my surroundings in 2013. 2009. You know, I started waking up. So
This is not happy. This doesn't make me happy very much.
And he's fighting it, but he's also waking up to it because that Cat Williams interview
helped a lot of N words lift up.
Yeah, it did.
You know what?
Cat is a messenger. I 100% believe that he's a messenger. I watched that interview and I watched his Willie D interview and I watched, he had this 2012 stand-up that was out. I watched those 3 things of his and I was like, okay, I'm a Cat Williams fan. And then I went and watched one of his stand-ups. I was like, I'm not a Cat Williams fan. I've never been a fan of his. I never thought he was funny. But those 3 things of his that I watched spoke to my divinity and I was like, oh, he's a messenger.
Well, think about it. He's literally in everything.
I know God is in everything he says. And he rightfully says I'm a truth teller. That's like I always say, I can't lie. And I've never been able to have friends because I can't live in deception and most people can't live in the truth. I'm rude. No, I'm just telling the truth. And if you gave yourself the chance to live in your truth, you can heal. But you would rather push a person like me or my daughter away because we reflect back to you. But the beautiful thing is, no matter who we come in contact with, because we're consciously aware that they're reflecting us back to us, we can learn. And so everything that's going on with our family, whether it's me and someone else or something else.
About my family.
Girl, your family is ever evolved.
But he doesn't know. None of my friends know about this.
But we're on live. Like, people around the world know about your family.
But they're not talking to me. Like, the people that are on here, they're not.
Oh, so you're telling me we have now reached the point where we are locking down from the inside.
Meaning?
Remember when I was telling Angel she needs to watch what she says to people in her messages and she needs to, da-da-da-da-da. I was just saying to people, I trusted you allowed someone in, so I trusted that you vetted them. Therefore, I was in my authenticity.
Which I did vet them. Don't mind that.
No. Let's look at this because whether we vet them or not, I let a particular individual inside of my home right before I found out she was trying to take me off this earth. So we vet what we vet, but we all have to know that we can't trust anyone but us.
Right.
Like our true authenticity.
Well, I just feel like
the keys to our...
I feel like the fact that, like, having an argument with my stepdad and this and that, like, the fact that I'm unable to talk to the people in my life because I'm around all day.
You can reveal that stuff. That's Penny Annie stuff.
But it doesn't really seem like Penny Annie.
To you, it's something, but to me, what I'm telling you, what we can no longer... I reveal...
I'm talking about surface level things, not astral projection stuff.
No, but that's what I'm talking about. As I unlock the codes, I have to be mindful, which just piggybacks the message I received the other day. So this is just divinity telling me to shut up. Because I'm going to start unlocking some very master keys, like for real master keys. And it's our legacy that I'm going to be unlocking.
So it's not telling people about grandma or anything like that.
No, that's still surface level stuff. I will definitely tell you when I've gotten to where, yo, we can't repeat this. This for us. And when we get to that depth, which I'm in training right now, like, it's for us.
I'm talking about now.
No. So we have to practice now. We have to practice not talking in front of people. This is surface stuff. The stuff we post on the internet, this is surface stuff.
But I feel like what I talked to Makari about is, Lightning McQueen is not.
If they didn't know who Lightning McQueen was before, they do now.
Cat's off the bag.
Yes, blind item.
They don't know though. I was
not yet.
I was literally like this.
Yeah.
I was, talking to myself, kind of.
Yeah.
Talking down into myself.
Nobody cares what the Appleton Taylor gang is doing until everybody cares. And how
That's
special.
gonna be so funny.
How special the people will feel to be like, oh, I used to watch them when nobody else watched them. And now they feel cool. You are cool. You knew something was popping off before everybody was. Good for you.
Special. That's why.
I like you.
That's why.
That's why. I like that.
I wasn't thinking in the positive way. I was thinking
I
that's
was thinking jealous ass jits and bald headed hoes.
again.
Forever.
No, I was
until
watching,
you grow your hair back.
I was watching an old video. You said your ponytail looks like a cheap ass weave. Cheap ass weave. I was like, oh.
You ain't shitting me at all.
You were playing the song the entire time I was talking to you. And you were like, well, that ponytail. I'm like, oh. So you're sitting on this.
No, I'm pretty quick with it. As soon as I see you, it goes through my.
No, you were taking me home from school. So imagine that ride from school, from Centennial back to the old house.
Yep.
Like, oh, gotta get this song playing.
Yep. I'm telling you. I'd be like, man, what does that remind me of? Even myself. Me and this bottom lip, I look like Bubba Gump.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did a little hat too.
Yeah. I'm all kinds of things. I actually do look like an alien when Dre's ex would say that I look like Predator. I do look like an alien, but I'm okay with it because I am.
Step bro says, I bought oil and funnels while I was out by the way.
Thanks. He stepped up. So yay, he did his stepping up for the week. How has everybody else stepped up?
Laundry?
I'm doing the laundry. I'm gonna clean the
I'm
house
minding
tomorrow.
my business and being a little girl. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. That's my rules. Those are my parameters.
No, you
Shut up and be a little girl.
need to step up and
No,
be.
that's what he said. And
I
I
know
was
that's
stepping
what he
up.
said, but
I
no,
was stepping up this entire time.
you were.
And
So
he said,
continue.
you guys just started this.
I
I
know.
can stop before it even gets deemed as started.
Before it becomes routine.
Mm-hmm.
Man, people gotta watch what they say, cause he done talked himself out of a regular meal. She done made herself a freaking 4-course meal.
And I was in the
Meanwhile, we're
grocery store
eating.
trying to walk the cart away from me. I'm like, nope.
No,
Nope.
she put all this food in the cart. I was like, you're gonna have to buy your own groceries. You doing your individual grocery shopping.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about, because Dre might have to kick me out.
He ain't kicking you nowhere.
But once I make this big Jurassic move,
Oh, well, if he kicks you out, he kicks me out. We stand united.
we're going to be together.
Forever. You can't be mean to me when I'm old. If my retirement plan doesn't work out, there's a 1% chance that I believe what's going to happen doesn't happen. And if it doesn't happen,
That's why we don't.
you're my retirement plan.
I'm not 100% believing in
Either way, well, fine. Either way, you're my retirement plan. I'm not going into a nursing home. I'm not hiring people when I got these wonderful children that I raised to care for me in my old age.
Cook like you used to, Bailey.
The only thing is there will be no financial burden there.
Yeah, no, that's
But
what
my
I'm saying.
plan, I am raising you to take care of me when my body does what my body does.
So if he tries to kick me out, you'll be like, well, okay.
I'm like, hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go.
Well, but I thought you were gonna act oblivious. What?
Oh, after I act like I don't know what he's talking about.
Right. What are you talking? You gotta do like 2 days silent treatment, and then you gotta be like, okay, I thought about it. I just don't think it's right.
Oh, because he says he's gonna kick you out when he finds out.
Yeah.
So we're playing the angle from him, finding out. Okay.
He's going to. It's not gonna be a.
If it's a win.
Cause imagine.
No, and it really struck me today when he was sitting here explaining himself and he was feeling justified in yelling.
Who,
That
Kaden?
he's just mimicking me from the family meetings.
Yeah.
When people are like, you don't need to yell. But I'm passionate about what I'm saying. That's Kaden.
That's why
So,
you can't.
I went and I took the energy off of him.
Lower.
I sucked the energy off of him. I'll keep
Okay.
sucking it off until he no
Can you
longer
leave my headphones alone, please?
he's no longer that kid. It's a learned behavior. You can unlearn it.
I was gonna say like, so I do it for 6 months, do it for a year, do it for 2 years, do it for 3. I can't keep a secret for 3 years. How long would I be staying here too? And on top of that, okay, I make enough money for school. I want to go get mom's glasses fixed. Oh, we got
If we're still in this position,
my prescription's still bad, Andre. Don't worry about it. I can't see, but you don't gotta fix anything.
All of a sudden, got clothes that fit.
Right.
Look, if we're still in the same position in 3 years, my plan failed.
An anonymous donor paid the rent for 10 months.
An anonymous donor, you might be the savior.
Imagine. He would not like that.
No, he wouldn't, but it would make him have to deal with his shit.
That's actually really sad that people have that kind of connection to others. Because honestly, I feel like once again, this entire situation this week, it has nothing to do with him. You know? Like, his personal opinion and what I do. Like, you're not there, you're not helping me, you're not doing anything else.
Not helping me solve my problems, which brings value.
Right? That's the only thing that brings value to me. His
worth is what he has told himself in his head, but his value is what matters to you, and he has very little value, so he has overinflated his worth in your life. So he believes that he has raised you and guided you and all these different things, but
really,
his value in life is like,
give me a roof.
You've only given me a roof and a crust of bread.
Right? Water bill. I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. That's why I just tuck my tail and go be the little girl that he told me to be.
Oh, yeah, you. Go away. No, because they cut my lives.
Because he's...
I don't know where they cut my lives, but whenever there's a kid, there seems to be a problem. Go that way. You could be in the room, but you can't be on camera.
I want to be on the room.
And you were. You got to be on camera. Thank you. And now I need you off of camera so I don't get in trouble. I don't know what it is.
I just hope... That's why I gotta stop doing to myself, because my imagination definitely drummed up that story, and now I feel like he could be at someone else's house, taking a nap, just waking up.
He could. And every day he's at some other chick's house for 6 hours, making them feel special.
Man, at least it'll pay off over there.
He's fucking somebody, Bailey.
But that's the thing.
He's not sitting over there until he has a new girl. He's not. Has he ever expressed to you a desire to wait until he was married, or he only wants to have sex when he's in a relationship?
That's not my concern. It's the fact that
This is the history to tell you who you're playing with.
But I'm not concerned about that. I'm not concerned about the whole him being involved with other people. I just don't like the whole, okay, I'm not finna text her all day because I'm sleeping. Like, what?
And I see he's involved with other people and he's trying to put you in the rotation.
Think so?
He's not trying to date you.
Yeah, I just feel like he didn't have rotation time.
He may not have. But you said it's okay if there's other chicks.
Because I'm not even trying to be on that type of...
he is trying to put you in the rotation. It has nothing to do with what you are trying to do. It's his intentions.
Right.
If you were trying to do it, you would be a part of his rotation. And is that your worth?
No. So what am I then? If I'm not in the rotation, then what am I? Because before I wasn't even in the rotation.
You're clearly someone he enjoys spending time with.
Yeah, I can't say I wasn't in the rotation because I don't know what the rotation was, what it looks like as you have a girlfriend. Okay, so initially the rotation is female friends. So I'm hanging out with this female friend, I'm hanging out with this female friend, I'm hanging out with this female friend. He has another one, but he might have some more. Certain female friends get a certain amount of time. But now, the female friends he's mentioned... Now, once you can have with your female friends, it is just a matter of upgrading all of those female friends to Pink
buddies.
Panther moves.
Yes.
Pink Panther moves.
Because the first person you are going to be intimate with is someone who is close to you. And that's really what it was about. Like, I would have done it, but like... Because it was the person I was close to you.
I actually care about the relationship.
Yeah, you trusted him for years.
Which is exactly why I did it with Pink Panther.
And probably when you fantasized about losing yours, it was probably with that person. And so you actually got to fulfill... Cut it out! You actually got to fulfill a
You kids
desire.
like actually don't listen at home.
Please leave. Stop. No respect. You have no respect for me. I've asked you to stop twice. Your desires and your intentions are more important than respecting me, and I have a problem with that.
Still just, duh.
Banging on my door. Stop being a child and stop seeking attention and just go.
Go.
I really wish she mature.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I'm sitting here fighting grown-ass men who refuse to mature. I'm fighting 11-year-olds who think they're grown and who thinks being grown is acting grown and being all these different things. What the hell, Bailey?
You wouldn't be my pimp.
I'm fighting this one and her authenticity. Like I'm supporting her exploration of self, but she just says the most crazy things.
But just think
and
about
then,
it.
but she be serious. She be serious.
We both would be out.
She's serious.
And
I know she's serious because I told my cousin Tiffany to be my madam.
Oh yeah, that's what
for
it is.
For the high end.
That's what it is. Okay.
Ball players though, you out here, you need a pimp. Where the hell are we going to Van Buren?
No.
You better get you a madam.
No, I'm just saying.
And establish a system.
I'm just saying the thing that I was going to get into. Quick little roadie right there. Just call you.
Nah, man. This is some weird shit. And I'm looking at the Holy Bible like, Lord Jesus, help me. Lord, send me a sign. Maybe. You got my daughter out here talking about this crazy stuff. You better open some doors real quick. I need you to open up the floodgates and pour me down a blessing so maybe huge that I just can't contain it. I gotta pour it out to other people. I give in the bit that I have. I'm already pouring out the blessing that you bestowed upon me 20 years ago.
That's insane. Imagine he is.
Let's go.
How long until he will?
Let's go. That? Who?
Anything.
What about him doing what?
Him using the time that he used on me with someone else.
He's been doing it.
When?
He probably bounces from your house to someone else's. Don't you understand that a guy can have sex multiple times a day? He gonna fill in your... Then he gonna go in curry. He gonna... No,
that's not what
it's
I'm
the time.
About.
And some of those times he's fucking...
I know.
Some of the times he's filling on a little, and some of the times he's fingering a little, and some of the times he's actually sticking it, and some of the times he's just chilling.
But I'm saying
he's at different levels with each girl until they cycle out and he brings in a new one. I am just breaking the code for you.
Right, but that's not my issue. My issue is when I start feeling it, like, you know, when I'm actually just like today I really felt it. I was like, oh, all right.
It can't be him. If you are if you're manipulating him,
but I'm not,
and remaining in control,
but I'm not manipulating
for you
him.
to always remain in control until you have gotten into his mind, where he's like, why does this girl keep making me level up? Because every time he comes with his level of game, it's going to be the common level of game that he's used to. And if you give it up to him, he's saying at the level that he's at, he's placing you at that level. And you're saying as easy as he just came in at ground level, he didn't have to do no work. This nigga showed up for 3 solid weeks and he got it. It only took 3 weeks to get what he wanted. And what did he give you?
But on top of that, this person's I've been around this person for a long time, not just 3 weeks.
But he ain't been pressing you.
Yeah. But I feel like
his game started 3 weeks. Exactly. I know, so he waited you out. But trust me, he has someone who has been his friend in rotation of, you know, let me see your titty, you know, to touching it, to, you know, every step of the process, but we're still friends. It all started as a friendship because that's who they have a relationship with. He enjoys spending time with you.
But
it's what you demand.
It's just not... It doesn't feel real to me because, okay, if you enjoy spending time with me, then why are you having such a hard time talking to me?
Because he's a boy and he doesn't know anything else. He's not getting his way and he's having a tantrum. You think he's going to come and be authentically himself when he didn't get his way? He got to lick his wounds. Damn, I didn't get it the way that man, oh shit. I thought I had him. And oh dang.
And then the mom.
And then the mom enters the chat. Oh, and then she reads me for filth. Damn.
Dang. Come on, mom.
Yeah.
So how do we do this? Because like right now, I just feel like if he wanted to be my friend, then he wouldn't be doing all this. But like clearly, like back when I had texted him, I was like, if there's something wrong, we could talk about it. Then.
Thank you, Mom.
Well, a smart guy is going to understand that you made it into the friendship zone in the first place in his innocence. Yes, you can color on the page, dear. Thank you for asking. In his innocence, when a friend could be a friend, you were able to come in. That's why friends make the best lovers. Because in your innocence, without any expectations, you allow this person to get close to you.
But
so,
if he wanted me as a friend, he would continue acting like that.
No, he's confused. He is programmed.
Yeah, I did confuse him.
No, this is coded in the DNA. The ancestral DNA that is
a black man?
Every human being. Our oldest part of our brain is back here. It's the hypothalamus.
And we're not even done growing.
The sacred, I can't remember what the other part. It's in here. I wrote it down. No, it's in my phone. Never mind. It's the hypothalamus. Anyway, this is the oldest part of the brain. So everything that you're experiencing is a cycle. First of all, it's a cycle. You are caught in the same loop. It's just different people living the same life over and over and over again. You die, you grow up, you're raised into the exact same family. You're taught the same cycles until this generation where we're waking ourselves up to our highest potential. And now when you reincarnate, you will be raised to your highest potential. But prior to that, you've been the same makeup, and I lost my point.
The point is that in his, he's confused because it's going against his
carnal nature, which is
in the back of his head.
He's programmed to be who he is, and a part of that is to be a black man.
But it's like,
to take look. I know this isn't the original text, and I know this isn't the truth, and yada yada whatever. But every woman that I have seen in this book has been dogged out. Ran for filth.
Poor Mary.
We ain't even got to Mary yet.
Poor Mary. Poor Esther.
All of the above, I'm sure, when I play it back.
That's hilarious.
Mary woke up pregnant and had to carry a baby for 9 months the whole time. Like, how did I get pregnant? And we romanticize that story. How did I get pregnant? Like, yeah. What kind of mind is that?
No,
that
I watched a little video. It was funny.
You wake up and you're pregnant. Like,
let's see if I have it.
So anyway,
so you're saying that he's stuck, and I need to give him a couple of days.
You got to reprogram him if he's truly a soulmate, because that's all you're doing is cycling through until you find your soulmate.
But does he really feel like? Do you feel like he might be doing that type of stuff, or do you think I should just give up?
I feel like he's doing what?
This is cute.
Oh, I see my babies.
Let me see.
With the little braids.
Is that me?
Yeah, that's you.
Why I have the
That's called a onesie.
Oh yeah, because you couldn't wear big kid clothes yet.
Yeah.
He was so cute. Like I miss him.
He was so fun. He had so much awesome energy.
Oh.
Just a bit bouncy baby.
I want him.
Yeah, you need to get back to that guy. He was cool.
I want
I need to get back to that guy.
Yeah. We kind of messed you up, kid. We're trying to walk it back. So that means whenever you get upset, you just deal with it, right? In a nice, calm way.
Thank you.
Deal with it in a nice, calm way.
Did he spit up on you?
No, I was looking at him.
My little baby.
What's it called? But yeah, so you feel he's,
he's programmed to be a certain way, and the man for you, you will be able to reprogram.
So okay, he doesn't respond tonight. What do I do? Just leave it alone?
Hey,
yeah.
Mom? Hey, Mom?
He who communicates first is a person who doesn't have control. Because you're both playing a game of keep away, and who can play the longest.
He got it.
What?
I gotta take it off.
Okay.
That's sick.
This is at this point it's a game, and it's always been a game. The difference between the game and the not game is knowing it's a game, but it's always been a game.
It was funny. The other night I was on TikTok and I was scrolling and I saw that little boy, that little Navy kid and the girlfriend. It was funny to watch.
I know. Is that them?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
You and your boyfriend are long distance but making it work.
Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, he's screwing everybody.
Oh yeah.
Y'all can't be out here on these couples goals, y'all. Stop before
It's
you
so
get my
funny.
live cut off. You can't be in my video when I'm on live. I'm sorry.
It's so funny.
That's crazy. Y'all really be out here.
You
And
know, she be on her little cutesy. We're together. We're perfect. But I'm not bitter, so I'm not gonna go rain on people's parades by showing my faults.
But if no work has been done, he just is gonna cheat with the next person, and you're going to continue to take it because you're caught in the cycle until somebody breaks it. This is the cycle, and just because you move on to the next person, you're still going to be attracted into the same cycle because you're reliving the same thing over and over and over again until you learn the lessons to level up. And people will go into cycles for lifetime after lifetime.
Yeah, no, it's weird. It's very weird.
What?
You don't know why I'm looking at you?
Yeah.
Then please correct it.
And then, after we let Pink Panther back in,
Thank you. No, please leave my room.
his little roadies started watching me. Little roadies started watching me.
Because you're a TV show.
It was hilarious. See, look, we got this one here, and this one's from middle school. This one, back when Taylor Grace got in trouble, back like years ago when I was over her house.
I remember.
He's one of the boys I was over.
And they're all gonna show up when you're 21 and you're old enough to get into the nightclub. You're all gonna reconnect again.
That's why I hate it. That's why I didn't want to be so bitter about all of this. But it's like,
I'm just telling you, they're gonna try to weasel their way in again because they're still high school boys with bigger chests. And
yeah, this one has a girlfriend. Luckily for right now, he does.
Yeah.
Then we got an underclassman. He was in my ceramics class last year, and when I would talk, he used to sit at my table. So when me and the girl that I used to hang out with would talk, he was there and we would talk to him. So he knows.
Proximity. They will position themselves.
Yeah.
You worked in a barber shop. I want you to tonight and for the next week, this is your homework. Replay conversations, replay all the things you heard, and set the intentions and say, Spirit, please reveal to me why I was in that classroom for X amount of years.
Right.
And it'll start be revealing to you. Because I told you when you went in there, I was like, you were about to go into the greatest classroom of your life. You're going to be around every type of man. I said a black man, but you're going to be around every type of man. Soak up game. And because I told you, it's already done. Now you just got to re-access that information.
Right. Exactly. Okay. I'm going to.
I'm saying, just check in with
Yeah,
me.
it was funny.
You don't need me to tell you what to do. You just need to check in.
It was so funny.
Ooh, you're looking like you like what you see. What you doing? Check up on it.
Bible stories was lying. I don't believe that the Bible was lying, no fashion, shape, or form. But if my baby daddy told me that he got swallowed by a whale, I would be a little skeptical.
If my virgin fiance who had never been to Pound Town before, I'm talking about her first time going to Pound Town, was going to be with me. I was going to introduce her to the city, the culture, the nightlife. If she would have came home and told me, Caleb, I'm pregnant. At that point, I ain't really asking by who, because I ain't never been in your drawers before, so I know it ain't me. And then as I am packing my robes and my sandals, because I'm leaving her, she come to me, grabbing me, talking about, no, Caleb, no, you don't understand. God got me pregnant.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, come on
God
now.
got me pregnant.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, okay, God got you pregnant, but how are you dealing with that psychologically? Like, how did this happen? And her whole life is like everybody, because she, like, when she can't lie. There's some people.
I promise.
Yeah, some people
I'm a
can, you
virgin.
know.
I told you I'm a virgin.
But, you know, she couldn't lie. So when people asked her the story, I haven't made it that far. But we're gonna assume the gestation period was 9 months. And then Yeah, and how does she even feel connected to the kid? Because at the end of the day,
ooh, they said that she hid the pregnancy for 6 months.
Hi, Mom.
per that source, who knows if that's the truth? I could type anything.
It's Quora.
Well, if it's Cora said it, I don't even know.
Playing. It's like a forum where people can put their own response.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
Mom.
you know what
Can you get out, please?
Yes, please go so I can talk to your sister.
But I don't be tired.
You're
Then go
not.
to bed. Go brush your teeth and go to bed.
But
Thank you.
I get on to bed with my tummy hurting.
Okay.
Maybe you need to
Go in the living
bed.
room. Anyway, so
Maybe you're
yeah,
tired.
I'm telling you,
I'm tired.
I'm getting a hoot out of reading the Bible. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I just feel like, yeah, cause I wouldn't say my excuse was, but I was just making a joke and saying that I was walking in faith.
Oh,
And I feel like on top of you reading the Bible too, it sounded like real, like, oh, he was like, I don't want to be a temptation.
yeah. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Spirit don't play no games about mine.
So what do you think? Do you think I should just stop?
I'm so confused. What loop I'm caught in with you?
Well, you're saying if you know, then what do we know? Because if we know that this is a dead end, then let's jump shit well before it's...
No thing is a dead end. It is an opportunity.
It's a teaching moment.
It is an opportunity for you to figure out. This is a testing
I
zone.
don't want to go through
Push
this.
yourself. So you have experimented to the degree that you have chosen to experiment, which is pretty low rung. So your test subjects or your prototypes that you will receive for the rest of your life are subpar ass men who barely show up for you. Or you can continue testing your theories and working things out and creating this
So
man
take-
up until you can push him as far as he will go. And then if he leaves or if he stays, you determine if you want to be with him. But if he leaves, you tested him to the highest potential that you can test him. You ran him through every single test you could because he doesn't matter.
Well, he hasn't said anything yet.
It's been 5 minutes.
It's been longer than that.
But what I'm saying is...
I'm just trying to think from like a perspective of me. Because yesterday, he texted me. And I didn't text back for like a good 4 hours.
See, y'all playing games.
Well,
How you feel?
I feel like I low-key...
You're setting the standard of BS.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't respond.
So you have to stop playing too. But you're creating your relationship.
But look, this is what it was. Basically, when I told you that he unsent something, he said, wait, how did I unsend? And so I just didn't respond for like 3-4 hours because it's like, what does that have to do with me? But I'm not going to be rude about it. But on top of that, I was in my feelings, so I was just like, yeah, forget. Like, there's no reason to text back anyways. And then later I was like, that's a tricky question. I don't know.
No, because you were trying to re-engage. But in all honesty, the conversation ended before that. This is something that I recently known. If someone doesn't speak directly to you, you have no obligation to continue the conversation.
Meaning,
that
for example,
he sent something and unsent it, and then he said, I don't know how that unsent.
right.
That doesn't warrant a response.
Right, exactly. That wasn't like a...
That was just a statement. He just happened to say it to you. So you are not obligated to say, I don't know either. You're not obligated to say anything. So that means you could have just left it open, because that means the conversation actually took place, the last exchange. That is the art of conversation, correct? Going back and forth in dialogue, not just making a statement that does not require a response. So he said something out of habit. You know, instead of you coming and saying, what did you unsend? He stopped you from asking the question by making a statement, what did I just unsend? So you're not even going to ask a question. Or if you did say, what did I just unsend? Or what did you just unsend? He already said, I don't know.
But
so he shut you down before you asked.
But no, basically, the context is he texted me in the morning time. Let me go back to where it said unsend.
But my question for you is, while you look for that, Are you going to limit my advice to the actual circumstances of the event? Or are you going to allow my advice to be as encompassing as it needs to be? Because what I'm saying to be true is true somewhere. So prepare yourself for that.
I mean, like, I could use this information for someone else.
For yourself. What if I prove to be right?
About what? What is the...
That the conversation ended and you were not obligated to say anything. But the reason what you said was, oh, I don't know, 4 hours or 5 hours later, was because you were trying to re-engage. Because what he said did not require a response. You responded to get the conversation going again.
Right.
Which, just know that's what you did.
Meaning...
And instead of saying something stupid like, oh, I don't know, just say, hey, how you doing? Actually start the conversation. Because if you continue to allow people to think just making statements is actually engaging with you, then that's what your engagement you're going to get. If you're satisfied with that.
I'm not. But basically what happened was I had texted him at like 5 a.m. He texted back. And then he texted again. I think that's when he unsent. But I can't remember if it was... No, it was when I was asleep. So he texted me. I texted him. Then he texted me twice and I was asleep. And that's where he unsent something. And then we talked some more. And then he called me. We talked about the issue. Got off the phone. Maybe like an hour later, he texted me that. He was like, wait, when did I unsend something? And then a couple hours later, I was like, oh, I don't know when. Like, I don't know what you unsent. And then he never responded.
I would have never said anything until he said, hey, how's it going? He would have had to properly restart the conversation.
Right.
You make someone move how you want them to move if they want to be in your orbit, period. And it goes both ways. But at the end of the day, if we're thinking negative and positive, they supercharge each other. I don't know. But, you know, yin and yang, there's two sides to everything. Good and evil, there's two sides of everything. In order for y'all to fit into each other, you must charge each other. And the only way you charge each other is if you challenge each other. And the only way you challenge him is to actually challenge him. And the one that will rise to your challenge is one you should pay attention to. And each one is going to allow you to rise to a particular level before they crap out. And you got to keep pushing him.
I don't know what to do now. Okay, so I'm waiting for...
You want me to give you the future
No,
when I'm telling you how to play. No matter how
No.
the future plays out, I'm telling you how to play it. You want me to give you the literal
But you
future.
told me to say something so stupid, and now
I
it's like
literally
two
told
stupid
you
things.
No, I told you to say what the hell you wanted to say. I literally said, what do you
No.
want to say?
So first you said...
You ain't gonna blame me.
I'm not, but you literally backtrack and you're like, oh, okay. So don't...
It's on video. You try to play me.
Have it
Is this
then.
what gaslighting is?
No, Mom, have it your way. I
No.
don't care anymore.
Nope, you do care because...
No, because you said you didn't do it, so you didn't do it.
I didn't. Because you always do this.
I'm not. I'm really explaining what's happening.
I'm
You don't
listening.
want to hear it.
I do want to hear it. I apologize. Give me another chance. Please, baby, please. Give me another chance. I'm gonna listen, I promise. That was an old habit. Release your habit to shut down and come on back. Show the power.
Turn my friend back. I don't want to do this right now.
I know.
It's stupid.
I understand.
It's not fair. Because I thought we were fine. Like,
Yeah. But you let him cross into that territory, so you own that. It's gonna hurt regardless. Whether you let him between your legs or you just give him a kiss. It's going to hurt regardless because you trusted him enough to allow him to gain that access to you.
but I'm not sad about that. It's more just like...
The loss of the friendship.
I don't want to do this back and forth real slow and just all... Like, I'd rather... Like, I literally told him, like, I'd rather you tell me you need space than just move funny. Like, dude.
But he's caught in a cycle.
And it's like... Should I just call him?
No, you're every girl. Can you please just listen to... Don't be a dummy. Listen to mommy.
That's why I'm trying to talk to you, but you're trying to tell me every which way. Like, at
Because...
first you said, ask him when he's coming over, but then when I talked to you a little bit more about it, you said, well, just talk about the nap and ease into it. And
Because you said that's too abrasive, so
I
you
meant
said
like
what
I say in the
else?
same message, like, never mind.
My forever advice for you.
But like I feel like I'm in the same exact position as before because now I'm waiting for him to respond, but it's been like 30 minutes now.
Sis, it's 9:39. He could be asleep.
He just woke up. He cannot be asleep again.
Good point.
He cannot be asleep again.
My God.
But what I was about to say was, he texted me at 8:18. I didn't text him back till 8:58. But it's about to be an hour right now.
Please stop watching the time. You are creating your own torment.
But I'm not trying to.
You are. Every time you pick up the phone, you are creating your own torment. Because you could not pick up the phone. Right?
That's
you could not
check.
That is, sis. I promise you it is.
I'm trying to tell you right now, though, that it's not.
Okay, I'm listening.
No, you're not. Because you're telling me that's what it's not.
You know
Call
that
what it is, Lonnie.
I am. You're going to come back and you're gonna be like, Mom, I'm sorry. You were right. I know I'm fucking right.
I'm not talking about if you're right or wrong right now. I'm talking about what I should do.
Oh my God. Whatever you want to do. Trust yourself. I never thought we would come back to the place where you're blaming me.
I'm not
for
blaming
helping you.
I'm not blaming you. I'm asking you where. Like what? Because now you're like, don't look at the timestamps. Don't do this. I'm like, okay, well, okay.
You're hurting my brain and I feel like I'm trapped in this conversation. I want to release myself from you. Can I please release myself from you? Are you okay with this conversation ending? Because I can't give it any more brain power. I'm sorry. No, it's okay, but
So what do I do tomorrow? You said...
We can talk tomorrow, but I'm feeling overwhelmed because we're talking in circles and...
Don't feel overwhelmed. I'm listening.
You are, but you're not. You need to process. I've given you so much information, and now you need to process it.
But I am processing.
And we can resume this conversation when you come back to me and say, Mom, I understand what you're saying, and you apologize to me.
Mom, I'm sorry. I understand what you're saying.
You just want me to keep going.
I'm not.
You can't handle anymore. You're at your capacity.
I'm fine.
You literally are rejecting. I'm feeding you so much freaking game and the beautiful thing that this is going to go on YouTube, Lonnie Appleton Live, so you could watch it and really get all the gems that I'm giving you because you are fighting me.
I'm not. You're trying to say that you can use this in the future and it's not just about him. But I want to know how this pertains to what I'm in right now.
The ball is in his court at this point. Whether you look at your phone 20,000 times or you don't look at your phone at all. When he texts is when he texts, and the notification will alert you to that.
But at the same time, the whole reason why I was waiting this entire time is hypothetical of the fact that he was sleeping. But it's like all day.
Doesn't matter what he's been doing with his life.
Like, should I accept his lies or should I just move on?
Why does it matter what he's doing with his time? When he found the time to text you back,
because
he did.
It's not at the right time because before it's just not how it used to be. He used to just text me back a lot.
So because he was playing you, sis. That which is done in the dark comes to light. He was playing you.
So do you think I should keep talking to someone who's playing me?
You can train him. In his playing you, he got to know you and build a rapport. I'm trying to teach you.
That's what I want you to tell me, step by step by step. That's it. That's it.
I'm literally explaining this to you backwards and forwards. And I'm saying to you, you text him. He's going to text back what he texts back. And what he texts back, the way to trap him into the corner is to get him to a space where it naturally flows for you what you want from him, which is for him to come hang out with you, is to take you out to eat, is to whatever it is that you want. Start testing him. Coming over here is easy and it's setting you up. So now all of your interactions do need to be outside of the home. So start easy. Take your ass to Applebee's. I don't want no feedback. I am giving you step by step.
I don't want to go to Applebee's.
Wherever you want him to take you. I don't
have a job either.
So what? He's taking you out. That's what you want. Do you know?
We haven't even established that tone
Me and Dre used to go and eat. So fucking establish it.
I need you to pay for my food. I don't have a job.
Here, I'll cash you $20, $30. I'll find it from somewhere. So at least you have money in your pocket so you can pay for your food if you have to pay for your food. But he needs to pay. If he makes you, is that what you want from your spouse?
But he's not my spouse.
My question is,
he's not
my question is, do you want that from your spouse?
To pay for my food? Yes.
Then he's X'd himself right there.
Meaning?
If you are courting him, because it goes both ways, if you are courting him and seeing what he values that align with your values, he needs to pay and have no problem paying. That is a quality.
But how can he be coached? He even wants to do all this. He literally.
Can he be coached into it? Okay, this time you pay. Next time he pays. Next time you pay. Next time he pays. Now he's being coached into paying for you. And slowly he pays more than you. And slowly you stop paying. But if he cannot be coached into, you have to lead. These little boys on that street corner taught me so much about training someone. You train someone through demonstration. When that little boy was playing kickball with the other kids, but he was playing keep away, and I taught him the way that you play with other kids, if you kick the ball so it goes to them, that is how you run your family. That is how you run your spouse. You demonstrate for them your expectations. So I give you $50 and you pay, which I don't agree with at my whole spirit of soul. I don't agree with women paying. But what I'm saying is, if we are truly going to get
experience, that's how you manipulate them.
If we're going to go into the energy of I'm demonstrating for you, if you pay for yourself and he pays for himself, you're now demonstrating I pay for myself and you pay for myself. And this is what I'm okay with. Now you're trying to see, can you take him? Is he coachable? He met you where you're at based on your value. He's allowed to do whatever you allow. You know that you're worth someone paying for you, but at your current level of value, you will accept someone who will pay for themselves. Okay. Now how you see if he's coachable, next time you go out, you offer to pay for him. And then the next time you go out, see if he offers to pay for you. If he does not, there you go. And say, I thought after the fact, just say, I just want to bring this up because this is something that I value and this is one of my requirements going forward. I was hoping because I demonstrated for you that I have no problem paying for you, that you would demonstrate for me that you have no problem paying for me. And I just wanted to point that out. And he's going to have whatever rebuttal he has because he's going to feel like you're calling him out. But all you're doing is planting the seed of your expectations. And don't say it like this. Just say, that's what I was hoping would happen. And he's going to either choose to fall back completely because his little ego is hurt. Or he's going to learn, okay, next time I come at her, this is the way I need to come at her. Because I want to keep coming at her. Because the ultimate goal is what's between your legs. Always. Even once he's gotten it. Once you get into his head. Once you continue to make him elevate. I can no longer go Dutch. I could do that with all them other chicks. But this one makes me want to pay for a chick. And I ain't ever paid for a chick. But I'm going to pay for her. Why? And you just keep everything.
No, Michael.
Because see, you're molding him. You're turning him into a man. That's why these women be like, man, ring the alarm. I've been doing this too long. I'll be damned if I see another chick in your arms. Because she molded him. I am not releasing you. I created my perfect man. Now I'm not.
Go
please
away.
Go. So I'm not saying. You took it out of here. You literally put it on your head and walked out of here. So solve your own problem. Please go. And so, once you put all that energy into something, first of all, I molded you perfectly for me. So when you look at somebody else's man, you're like, oh, he's perfect. Yes, he's perfect for me. We are happy because he is perfect for me. You can have him and he's going to be perfect for me with you, and you're going to be miserable. So you must find men that you can mold. It's going to take some work. It's going to take work on your part. Not just theirs. You got to show up. You got to tell him how you want to be treated. And the one that's willing to meet you there, he got potential all the way up until he no longer wants to meet you. He's let you know. And you tell him, do you continue to gain access to me or do you lose access? He needs to lose access until you find the one that will allow you to blow his entire life up and still love you through it. Then you found him.
Okay. We'll see how this goes down.
Man, I popped my stuff tonight. I don't care.
You know?
You want me to tell you exactly what to say, but I'm not you.
No, I don't want
I planted some beautiful seeds in you.
I wasn't acting like this. Like, this is ridiculous to me.
It's typical boy stuff. Get used to it.
But I don't like waiting on things.
You literally have to raise a man. You literally have to raise a man. Unless it's a Michael or a Caden whose mom, that's exactly what I'm going through with Andre. I was like, I know you don't like me, but guess what? I'm the only woman example you got. And I am telling you and reflecting back to you the expectations of a woman, the basic expectations of a woman. Because whatever the expectations of a woman you have now ain't stepping up. I should not have to tell a grown man where my toothpaste is. Like, you got low-rung expectations for yourself. When I took you when you were 16 years old to the Walmart, bought you a toiletry bag, and said a young man should always at least be able to wash his ass and brush his teeth without asking a girl for nothing. And he's still out here playing these games. How long he gonna live here and not get a key to the house? Like, this is grown man shit. But this is grown man shit. And he's not doing basic grown man shit. And I'm petty for bringing it up. No, your wife is going to have the exact same problems I have.
But he has a job, so that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. I provide. That doesn't make it okay for you to be. And that's why I'm like, that's why I call you guys dumbasses. Because y'all don't use your fucking brains for nothing. And then you think I'm the problem because I'm asking you to use your brain and consider other people. You live with 6 other people. You can't think about us until it benefits you. It's heartbreaking. And you want to send a LOL. No, it's not funny. It's sad. Your wife gonna be miserable. And you setting yourself up for that. And I'm sitting here trying to break you.
Hopefully he has a girl that would train him.
Hopefully, but he's losing valuable training. Like, he's going to go through the frustration. But I am... Shut my door! But I am planting the seeds. But I am planting the seeds that what he knows to be true isn't all there is. So when he does come to a woman who he is willing to trust to change for him, change for them, finds a woman that he trusts enough to change for, the seeds have been planted. That change is possible. So you're right. And then his dad is demonstrating for him that change is possible. So that's a part of the reason why Dre has to be so difficult, because he's demonstrating for his son how to overcome difficulty firsthand. So he's actually watching all of this go down. Like, he's not set up for his relationship to look like this. Like, he's still talking to the chick whose life was a lie. You don't think if he were to marry her, their entire life would be a continuous lie? Because she ain't stopped lying. She just stopped telling those lies. And he's setting himself up to have a life with her. You say what?
I thought that was weird too.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna stop trying to think too much. I need to go somewhere. Like, I need more friends, that's all.
You do. You do.
Like, these are the times I start doing things that I shouldn't be doing.
Hey,
And
Mom.
that's a choice too. Please go. Go brush your teeth. Go find something to do with yourself besides putting your pizza on my dresser. Will you bring in an orange, and like a real orange that needs to be peeled?
Big one?
No, they're small.
Good day.
What was that last part?
I just think there's so many more things in the world that you could occupy your mind with than boys.
I'm trying not to.
I know it's hard
But
because
it's really sad.
Michael! Because society tells you you need to fixate on these things. These are major distractions. There's major distractions and minor distractions and micro distractions.
Well, what time are you cleaning tomorrow? Because we could find a day and do the schoolwork stuff.
What schoolwork? I already got to do Angels. I got to write some essays for Angel, and now you want me to what? Oh, on the computer.
Yeah. But if you're writing essays for the 10-year-old, then go have at it.
Have at it. No, she was like, do you know how to write an essay?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, bring it here for me. I will write that outline. It's so good for you. All you got to do is put it in your language.
You got that? Times 3?
Man, I'll write something so good. I'll elevate her teachers. It'll be so coded with language. They'll be like, ah.
I'm talking about me.
What, you need an essay too?
I need 3.
I do energy worksheets, y'all. Check out my website, LonnieLifestyle.com.
Let's go.
I got you, homie.
We're going to do it together. I'm like, oh, yes.
I'm telling you, go to school online and it's a done deal. I ain't got nothing else to do with myself.
That's hilarious, Mama. They're like, how'd you get your degree? Lonnie Appleton.
The ethics of what?
Lonnie Appleton.
I know they're going to pull this video up and be like, that's the only way she passed.
Right.
Prove it, boo. Prove it, boo. I'm a comedian. I just say things for laughs. That's my new thing. I'm a comedian. I could say what I want to because comedians could say what they want to. But anyway, you'll be okay, kid.
You know, I'm fine. It's not about that, but it's just like, dude.
It's like yesterday I sat in front of Shifu and I was like, just literally repeating back to what he was saying under my breath so I could push it faster into my subconscious, because if, I don't know, this is a technique that I've developed myself, whether it works or not, it works for me and that's all that matters, is if someone's talking to me and I repeat what they're saying back to me while they're saying as if I'm talking to myself, I am speaking into myself, so I'm not only hearing it from them, but I'm also hearing it from myself, so it's going twice into my subconscious, which further gives me the ability to remember it because I'm hearing it from their voice and my voice. So I'm taking new information and repeating it to myself because the most powerful voice in my head is my own. So I have to repeat it back to myself. And so then as I continue to journey through life and things come into my field of awareness, I'm able to pull from those thoughts that I planted within inside my head twice, somebody else's words and my words, and now they're in my head and now it makes sense. So what I'm saying is, I just planted a bunch of seeds. None of it has to make sense right now. But understand, as you trust yourself, and right now you're hearing my voice in your head, you need to find your methodology of transferring my voice into your voice because you trust your voice. You need to stop trusting my voice. You need to start trusting your voice. That is your intuition. You need to stop seeking me as your form of advice and me as your confirmation. And you do that by utilizing the tools that I'm giving you to think for yourself. Ain't that crazy? I'm actually out here teaching people how to think for themselves. Check out my coaching services, LonnieLifestyle.com. It's crazy that there's actually a need to be taught how to think for yourself. And it's cool.
It's been a whole hour now.
Stop looking at the time.
I was texting somebody else, okay?
I'm just saying, you doing it to yourself. You taking away from my page dramas.
Look, it just happened by itself. I sent this message now, and then the last one was at the same time. I just saw a pattern.
The patterns you need to be paying attention to is the exact same game that Pink Panther ran. Now Lightning McQueen is running, and the next one's going to run, and you're going to elevate them to your standards. And every single one of them are going to look at you.
Trying to play Pink Panther because I told him what Pink Panther was doing.
No, Pink Panther is the prototype. They're all going to do it. He didn't. Do you think he played so well that he made it to me? No, listen. Pink Panther never made it to me. Do you understand that? Mm-hmm. This little boy actually made it to me. So he played Pink Panther so fucking well that he made it to me.
Maybe he's a new Pink Panther.
He is. His game is his game is so much tighter.
He really is, because he doesn't even seem
the type.
He's a nice person.
I know.
I just want him to get it together so we can continue being nice people together.
He is an 18-year-old boy who is living his life. He's a good-looking young man. He got some nice things around him.
Stop doing
so
this.
He got to do little minimal effort. He just got to show up and be Rico Suave. Don't let the geeky kid persona fool him because you met him when he was a geeky little kid or whatever you met him under. Just because you met him under that, he isn't him anymore.
I know.
And you got to wake up to the who the fuck is in front of you.
I know.
Okay?
That's what...
Because everybody else sees him.
Do to me.
Everybody else sees him for who he is. Everybody else sees Dre for the beautiful specimen that he is. And I take him for granted because I met the old skinny, barely living cosmetology school Dre.
So how do I need to treat him? Do I need to just show more gratitude?
You just got to look at him, respect him.
Being here.
No, just respect him the way that you feel you deserve to be respected. Because remember, you're doing it first.
I need to be a friend and not a girlfriend.
You're doing it first. So respecting boundaries, because you want yours respected.
Alright, you gotta play it like as if I'm not thinking this way. Because maybe he's just expecting me to... I just can't tell if he's trying to make me feel like I need to be let on or not. Because with him telling me that we're still gonna be friends, but then acting like this makes me feel like he's saying one thing and doing the opposite.
So go into your manual and look at the last time a guy told you you're still going to be friends but backed away, and you will know what his next play is because he is literally playing the same playbook.
But I keep asking you, should I stop talking to him then?
No, let him play the next move and then we respond from that. Again, you are elevating him. As of now, he is going to approach you how he has approached every other female because it works. It works. The fucking formula works. It works.
I don't want the formula to work.
Exactly. So elevate him. Give me my goddamn orange.
I just want to be my friend.
So elevate him. He doesn't know how to be a friend. You teach him how to be a friend.
I should have never did this. This is so bad.
Girl, do you see how you have been tricked into believing you haven't even done anything? Something as simple as kissing somebody has caused you to feel shame as if you've done something wrong. It causes you to feel the exact same shame as if you had slept with him. Do you understand that? Fuck them. Exactly. You didn't. So why are you feeling any shame at all? Because what it's telling you is anything that you could have done is going to cause you to feel like you've done something wrong when you haven't. This is a tactic. It's a fucking tactic, and it's like lower rung level tactic. This nigga ain't even trying. He's pulling the exact same kid out that's already been played on you. Get your fucking playbook and see how this goes. Like, this is logic. You're hurting my brain. I don't want to give you any more of my energy.
I hear it.
Okay, well, you're leaving now?
I'm sorry.
Oh, are you leaving now?
No.
My God.
No, I'm not leaving. I was just...
I don't want to give you any more energy.
I know we're done about it.
Thank you, God.
We'll see about tomorrow.
Yes, please.
I couldn't even imagine.
My God.
This is horrible. It's Friday night. He could be doing anything.
Who cares what he's doing? And I can't even believe you're saying these things.
I'm doing nothing.
You're doing a whole lot of something.
I'm not doing anything.
You're doing typical girl stuff. You can't be superior and inferior at the same time. You got to choose a side. Is you moving in excellence or not?
I want to be superior, but I feel like being superior is just leaving him alone.
No, it's not allowing him to occupy your brain.
But on top of that...
You're fixating. For what? What are you fixating about?
The fact that...
Fixate on that.
Mom.
I'm telling you, I'm giving you homework. Fixate on yourself.
That's essentially me fixating on the situation.
Why am I fixating on this? Not...
Because
the situation.
I'm
Why?
lonely.
Why are you lonely?
Because I don't have any friends.
Why are friends so important?
Because I feel alone.
Why do you feel alone?
Because I hate my home.
Why do you hate your home? Ask yourself these questions. Heal yourself. Come to the root of why
But
you
I
cling to
don't
other people.
know. I'm not.
Exactly. Ask yourself questions until you get there.
But I don't
You
know
literally
how.
cling to people.
I'm not clinging to
Read my
anyone.
book. $14.95 on Amazon. Make sure the seller is
I'm
Lonnie
not
Taylor.
clinging. That's what I'm
What's
trying
the
to
best
get
that
rid
can
of.
happen?
I don't want to cling, so I just feel like you're making me cling by, okay, we'll just see how it happens and see how it rides out. But it's just like, I don't know if there is anything here anymore.
You can't shut everybody out the moment they do something you don't want and think you're gonna grow. You're never gonna grow past this point until you push yourself to the next level. And pushing yourself to the next level is pushing them to the next level. So you're stunting your growth as well. What are you worth? If you're worth stunted growth, then be stunted growth. But if you're worth more, do just that little bit more that you're worth. That's it. I'm not asking you to move leaps and bounds. I'm just telling you what is the next little more that you can be worth. And not watching the time and sending you through this bullshit is the little bit more I believe that you're worth in this moment. The next moment, what you're worth may be different. But in this very moment, what you're worth is not picking up your phone and checking the time. And celebrate yourself every minute you don't. Because you're breaking a habit. And that's all I got for you. I would like to continue to watch my K-drama while I'm still not tired. And, you know...
Oh, yeah. Just now waking up, huh?
Hey, literally. You know, I've been up for a while.
Don't stop with this.
I've been spending time with my other best friend all day.
Who?
You.
Yo.
I was just talking trash. My other best friend is jealous. He
So
don't.
is mine.
I know.
My other best friend's ignoring me.
My other best friend is mad at me, telling me I'm gonna start speaking my mind. Y'all ain't ready for it. I was like, why you speaking mine? Gotta be something we gotta be ready for. Like, you can't speak your mind lovingly.
That's how I be feeling.
Can't be graciously. You can't figure out how that delivery work.
Yeah, nobody's talking to you now.
A hammer's always gonna see a nail to hammer in. I'm like, nigga. The ability to apply and know are two different things. Yeah, we all know what's wrong with this family. Who knows how to consistently apply?
I feel like I do, but you guys don't want to listen to Bailey.
No,
You
I
guys
do
don't wanna be
too.
controlled
It's
by
me and
Bailey.
you. If you and I could live completely separate of everybody else, we'd be perfect. And we would just have to figure out how to work together. Because right now, we can't even focus on our kinks because we're stuck in this. Yes, we need some work too, but I know that you and I can learn how to work together and live in harmony. But we're too busy caught in their dysfunction to even drill down to the little stuff. But trust me, I know. I think you and I can live together. And it's like virtually impossible right now to live with everybody else.
Maybe I'll entice him and be like, hey, come over and do my waves.
You want to rub my head?
You want to give me some waves?
Stop. Don't call him for nothing. No enticing. Now, if it comes to where it's like, yo, hey, you want to come over and help me with my hair? Boom. You want to
I
come
was
over and
going
help
to
me
use
with
it
my
as
hair?
like leverage to get him to come over.
No, we don't want to get him to do anything.
Well, then why are
He wants to come over. Do you understand? To get him is giving him the power. Him
But
coming
just
over because he
earlier-
wants to is
but
the
just
difference.
Earlier, you said,
It's energetic.
when are you coming over again?
Exactly.
So
When
I
you're
should
coming
say that
over.
again?
Yeah, it's the energy behind it. Are you begging him to come over or you're just saying, hey, are you going to do what I want? Do you
So which one do
understand?
you want?
We want the energy of you being in control.
But which one is that?
Yo, you want to come over and help me wash my hair? I remember you telling my mom
just
how to
told
get
me
waves.
no.
No, the language is different. The energy is different.
I didn't
Hey,
mean it
do
like
you?
that.
Hey, do you want to come over and
I
help
didn't
me?
mean it like that.
What are you
I just
doing?
meant
You
it
got
as-
2 hours so that you could fit me in? No, nigga, what you doing? You want to come over and help me with my hair?
I didn't mean it
And
like
he's
that.
going to say
I was
yes, or he's
saying
going to
it
say
as-
no.
I was saying that as something for me to get him to come over. And
Not
just need-
get him. Stop saying get him. I am qualming with your language.
Stop. What do you want me to say? For me to ask, it would be easier for me to ask for like something to do instead of just asking when are you gonna come.
Yeah, but you're not trying to get him to do anything. You're seeing what he wants to do. If he wants to do it, that's
So
what you
I should
want.
just add.
You don't want to entice him and be like, hey, when you coming over? You want to do something with me because you ain't got shit else to do? You don't want to be her.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm literally.
Get him sounds like it.
No,
I'm just saying, change your
can you
language.
just listen?
We fixing
not
our language?
listening.
We fixing our language? Like, I'm fixated because that's very important.
You're not
because
listening,
that
though.
determines the energy of it all.
You're not listening.
We don't want him to come over here because he is putting you in his rotation. You want him to break his rotation so he can come over here.
Initially, to ask him to come over.
Well, if I am consistently working my theory and methodology, means that in the beginning of the conversation, I was at one level of awareness and execution. I didn't know I had to explain this.
That's what I was going with. I was going with instead of me.
First of all, don't take nothing I say for literal. Everything I say has hidden meaning. You have to process it for however you want to process it.
You literally told me to text him and be like, "Hey, when are you gonna come over again to see, like, put the ball back in his court?"
Yes, which I'm still with, but it has developed more. It's developed more since then, right?
You don't think I should?
Because I'm capable of change, right?
You don't think I should? So what do you think I should say?
Because your mother's a scientist, which means
you just tell me what you think the next
I need you to appreciate that I came through with one idea. And I worked it throughout the process of our conversation, and now I'm hitting you up with the development of the idea. Yes, you get him to do what you want him to do next. If you want him to come over, if you want him to take you out, if you want to go to goat yoga, if you want to, whatever you want to do, that is what you meet him with authentically. And it's not coming from a space of void, i.e. I need you. It's coming from a place of I need you to rise to my expectations. And I must train you. Right now, I have trained you to all I need from you to gain access to me is to come over my house for extended period of time and bring your dog so you don't have to leave. That is all he has had to do to gain access to you, which is fine. And now we are going to determine if this young man is coachable, i.e. next time you do have an opportunity to set something up, what you set up is what you want to do, and he's either going to say no, and there's your answer, or he's going to say, I can't, but he's going to find an alternative, which means now you work with him, or he's going to say, sure. And now you know you can now start taking what you've established into a different direction. And now you're seeing that he's coachable. But he's only coachable until he's coachable. Do you understand? He's only going to go as far as he's willing to go for you. And you determine how far that is before he phases out or he keeps rising.
Grand risings.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, hey, Trin.
Yeah.
This child got me talking in a circle. She's stressing me out.
Give
me this orange.
It's not a circle. Yeah, it's his.
Because I want to eat it. Bring me another orange. Aren't you you're my concierge right now. You're my assistant.
I was just clarifying. I wasn't.
Thank you.
I wasn't even trying to insinuate that. I was just going off of what we were talking about earlier. I didn't know asking him to come over was off the table now.
Authentically.
You don't think I should ask about waves because it's not authentic?
No, that is. You guys talked about that. And you're joking. You're bringing in your personality. You're offering an opportunity to laugh together. I like it.
You just said no.
The
You were telling me no like 5 minutes ago. That was hilarious.
Man, if you don't understand what I'm saying,
You said
Thank
no.
you ain't there yet. So just let the seed be planted.
I know what you're saying. Mom.
I don't want to be trapped in here. I don't want to be trapped in this abyss anymore. I want out.
I should tell him to tell me that. That's how he feels.
Let me out. Trinity, she won't let me out.
Well, you said all you can. Thanks for
I have. I promise I have. I've raised you well tonight.
But I just feel like only time will tell.
Exactly. All I can do is give you multiple theories to work. And all of those theories can intertwine. Do you understand? You can't be so literal that mom said, if this happens, this happens. If this happens, if this happens.
But I'm not being literal. I'm just asking you step by step because if something doesn't go the way that it's supposed to go, I need to know the next step.
Exactly. hypothetically, this is the next step. But everything isn't as the test environment, the test group, the group test, whatever the people are. Everything doesn't go as the test, not just tops, the test group, the
Control panel?
control group, the control group. Control group? Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Never tell people about your girl. If they wanna, they will work you out. I don't even understand what the hell you said.
Never tell people about your girl. If they wanna.
That one got you too, huh?
Uh-huh.
Usually I could translate Trinity, but I can't translate that one.
Oh.
Anyway. I done told you what it is. And stop playing games. Teach him. You literally told him, I don't want to go through this, and then now you're going through it. And so just teach him. And look, checking him on his behavior to this degree is like so many levels ahead of where you're at. So maybe I've been going at this wrong by saying, you know, I don't appreciate when you da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, maybe that's boyfriend, girlfriend stuff.
That's why I feel like I don't want to be too big of a
so let's just
nagging of a person.
So let's get him paying for things. Let's get him showing up for things. Let's get him doing things without having any type of physical contact with you or your body.
All right, we gotta think about an activity to do. Cause I don't even want to go out to eat.
If they actually want to get to know you, they will work that stuff out. Boom.
Don't tell people your weakness and strength.
Don't tell people your weakness and strength.
Right.
Make them
figure it out.
Figure it out. Agreed. See, Trin, you just have to come a second time.
Instead of being like, well, I'm just not good at this, but...
See, instead of being like, I'm just not good at this. See, she pegged you that quickly, girl. Yeah, just think. I speak in a 5-second delay, which means everything that comes out of my mouth I've already thought about before I say it, which is crazy because I be saying some crazy stuff. You'd be like, you actually thought before you said that? Mm-hmm. I thought it was okay. And sometimes I'm like, ooh. But I'm a comedian, so I can say what I want to. That's my new title. I'm a comedian. So I can say whatever the heck I want to. And it's not going to offend anybody because it's a joke. I found a way to hide behind my truth without offending people. Dave Chappelle taught me a lot.
Do you have a brain to mouth filter, though? She does not.
Yeah, that's my 5 seconds delay. Man, if I said the things that I be thinking. That's why when I get in rooms with people that be like, and I can read people's thoughts, I be like, oh Lord, did you read those thoughts that I had like 5 minutes ago? Oh Lord Jesus. So, you know, I'm not doubting that they could read thoughts. I'm just saying every thought you don't read. That's why when I tell people I could read their thoughts, they're just like, what am I thinking right now? I was like, it doesn't work. I don't have my telepathy to the point where I could just, you're thinking that, you know, whatever. My telepathy isn't to that point, but my telepathy is to the point that I bet you in this cycle, this conversation, I started repeating back to you the things that you were thinking. If you pay attention, with certain people, they start repeating back to you the things that you're doing, you're thinking. And when you know that happens, you now have a telepathic connection. And when you have that telepathic connection, you can start planting thoughts in their head. And because you're using a higher connectivity, you can start speaking to your higher self through people. That's all that happens here. Y'all hop on my live. And y'all start thinking stuff and I start answering y'all's questions. Just figuring myself out bit by bit. Bit by bit. We're going to figure out how to intentionally use this. Right? What we got all this for if we don't know how to use it? We about to use this thing up.
Do you want me to come back to you before I respond next time or no? Do you think I'm able to respond by myself? Because I feel like last time I responded, you said... You should have just left it open.
Yeah, go ahead. If you don't trust yourself.
Well, I do trust myself, but it's just like... I feel like right now... If you were to respond to me tomorrow, it's lame.
Look, I've already told you that I've asked God to protect you from that which does not serve your higher good
You put this on me? No, playing.
across dimensions. This
Doing the
lifetime,
work.
past lifetimes, period.
Mama,
So, I see.
I didn't know I learned it by then.
So just know that he's going to play himself if he's to play himself, and he's going to live. He's going to ride it out if he's meant to ride it out. But it is for you, no matter what, to learn. Please don't let this classroom pass you by. And the beautiful thing about old classrooms that you didn't learn from,
It's all recorded here.
you can still pull from Pink Panther and learn today. 10 years from now, you can still pull from Pink Panther and learn. You can learn from all of these situations because they're always, the experience, the teachable points are there regardless. The only thing is you didn't know to learn from those things. You just went through them. And you took the trauma.
Insurgency.
The who?
I said the uncertainty.
You're dealing with humans.
But why can't I ever act like this? People don't allow me to act like this.
Because you don't allow yourself to act like this. You are in control. You're in control. You
I'm
are in control.
Everything. Like, you can't talk to me like that, Dre. You hurt my feelings so bad.
These are your
I
standards.
feel like you disrespected me so badly. I don't think I could ever go on. Yeah, I'm.
But you have to find people who care about your standards. If they don't care enough about you to deal with what it takes to deal with you, they're going to be out. Y'all deal with me because I'm worth it. Right? You wouldn't be my best friend if you thought I was a colossal bitch, but there's times that you think that I am.
Yeah, like earlier today.
But I have way more value. I was cool. It was you and your energy.
No.
I think I was very good today.
Before. We were
When?
texting this morning. And you're like, well, Angel still, she loves her middle name. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
because she's not understanding, like, weird ass ain't shit in it. I'm like, yeah, clearly that's what the whole conversation was
No,
about.
I was saying her dad is.
No, it didn't seem like that.
I said that I made 3 videos telling her that her daddy ain't nothing, and she's still a proud man day. She's lost her inner child already. Just enjoy child. I'm telling you, she want to be grown so bad.
I don't want to be grown. I just want friends.
See, she made all her friends as a youth, but girls don't know how to be friends, especially black girls. I don't know about other people, but I know it's a heck of a time trying to make a black girlfriend. A community member, asked me, she was like, she wants to have friends, but she doesn't know how to be friends. And how does she make friends as an adult?
They made me lose my inner child. There we go.
You know, and how you make friends as an adult is I still don't know how to answer that question. I don't know how to make friends as an adult.
These are the type of people that, like, throw rocks and then hide their hands. That's all.
How did we get here? Who's the people? Pink Panther?
Those children. No,
My kids?
I want to stop talking bad about Pink Panther. He's not that bad.
What have we? We haven't said anything. He was just a classroom. He was a tool, and we can speak of him as such. He is a tool.
Right? I just didn't want it to seem like it was a hate train.
No, if we're trying to heal you, we have to take the lessons. That's it.
Right?
And he is the classroom. He taught us some lessons, so let's derive the lessons so that we can move forward. At the end of the day, you are pushing the next to the highest potential. So you are seeing and you're increasing your worth and your value. After Dre.
I probably used to stride since Black Panther, though.
Yeah, you're doing
I
amazing.
need to stop talking to my friends. I'm doing bad.
Yeah, but you have to go make new friends. Then you got to go make new love interests and stuff like that. So you got to get out of your network.
That's why I've been trying to This is.
It's gonna happen. You got to find people with like interests. You got to find people with like values. There's a lot to it. First of all, you got to find someone on the same spiritual evolution as you, not the same spiritual path, but just a willingness to explore and grow. Because you don't want to join with someone who is intent on being stuck and thinks that this is all there is. If they think this is all there is, you're gonna be up on a uphill battle, friend. I'm going through the same thing. I'm telling you, it's crazy out here, trend. It's crazy out here.
Okay, I think I'm relaxed on the whole situation. Now.
Jesus.
Well, it was definitely kind of aggravating that.
Don't blame me.
I'm not about to blame you.
Okay, it sounds like you got caught in your throat, and I just want to make sure.
I was gonna say how I was about to explain the whole how he could be somewhere else right now type thing.
So we're gonna go down here. We're cycling.
That's why I stopped.
Good job.
Dude.
Good job.
You stopped.
I'm celebrating you. Celebrate yourself.
It just seems late.
No, because I just caught on to it. You literally just said it out your mouth, and I said, "Oh, we're cycling." You're like, "Exactly. I caught myself." Okay, you stopped because you caught yourself.
Right.
Congratulations.
But at first you insulted me, so I felt I had to explain myself.
Exactly, which made me realize that you caught yourself. So that's growth. So I'm celebrating your growth.
Thank you.
And you should celebrate it as well because you stopped the cycle. Now the next time it happens, will you stop it? I don't know. The next time it happens, will you stop it? I don't know. But every time you stop it, celebrate it because it gets stronger every single time. And that's what you want. You want to push yourself into your strength. Pink Panther can push you into your elevation. Lightning McQueen can push you into your elevation. And as you push yourself into your elevation, you push them into your elevation. Pink Panther isn't even off of the table except for his overcoming is...
It has nothing to do with me.
He's a liar. He's unfaithful. You know, he's allowed himself to be big-headed, and because of what people tell him, he's got a lot of external stuff that he has to work through to even begin to focus on you. Now, if that's what you want to work through to mold him into who you want, or you want an easier target, I would take an easier target.
An easier fish to fry.
I'm not taking a guy that I gotta wonder if his egg is gonna taste like. See, the next time I put my mouth on I don't want him. I'm telling you, they're out there.
But let's just hope that I'm not in that predicament.
Set your standards.
That's what I'm saying.
Be you, and those who deserve you fall into your life when they are meant to. Exactly. And they fall out.
Pink Panther, that's hilarious. Because it's like, that's insane.
Them athletes, I'm telling you, them athletes, especially them washed up athletes. And I'm not saying he's going to be a washed up athlete, but they the worst.
You better work.
They the worst.
You better.
The actual athletes are very bad themselves.
But the ones that have a inflated ego because they used to do something
and it didn't pan out,
right?
Man,
dang.
Remember, those athletes usually peak in school. Exactly, and you're dealing with that peak.
I just had them then.
Yeah, you did. You had them at their prime.
Oh well.
Now
I gotta get to my prime. But like, leave me alone. Or do my own thing.
You deserve it.
Yeah, well, that's
you deserve to create your own reality, and that's what you're focused on.
I'm tired of everything being the same and sad.
I know, me too. I'm so sick of it too. I told God, I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I'm pushing forward. I'm focused, but I'm tired.
Yes, mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul.
That's what I'm saying. It's not cool anymore.
I know. Like, something's got to give.
Yeah.
I think that's the formula too, where you still have to vibrate high while being so low. You can't drop your vibration. You have to stay high. In order for you to meet with God, you have to be so humble to come into the presence of the Lord.
Okay, Andre.
But you must stay vibrationally high to even come into the vibration of the Lord. And what is that? I don't know. But I think that's the objective.
Yeah, the art of patience. The thing is, I feel like I'm being tested in a sense that, like, I just feel like I'm being manipulated, not patience. Like, it's a weird in between.
Whatever word you have to use in order for you to cognizantly attach to knowing that you are being manipulated and you are also manipulating, because you're both creating. So he is lower rung, entry level. This is the same game. Since I've learned how to run game, this is the game that I have ran. And you, unfortunately, by way of his last girlfriend, was she a friend before? Go put his backpack down.
I didn't know her very well.
Okay. So first, you're under the whole little window of you can't date your friends. So he's already not looking at you because you're not supposed to date your friends. Now he's also looking at you from the perspective of, think of all these wonderful songs that are talking about we can't be friends. All these wonderful songs that are out there that talk about they sleep with their best friends and now they just can't be normal around each other. So it's constantly fed into the psyche that friend zone, or if you're in a friend that you're not that way. So there's all this psychological crap that we are in.
I think he listens to these women hates.
But also,
these women are using me for my money.
But he lives in a world where people live this, and this message is being sent, and he may not listen to it, but his mom listens to it, and his mom is preaching these ideals, and he's looking at his parents and how they live their life, and they're living in accordance to this. Me and Trinity sit on live every day, and we listen to people who establish their relationships based on this backwards ass way of creating relationships.
It is as a game, but more like one of those puzzle solving games, right? Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm actually gonna go to sleep and just let my brain rest.
Oh, okay. Once your brain reached capacity.
Well, no,
wasn't that my brain was over here steaming like Popeye's ears, like.
But I need this. I need people to understand where I'm coming from. Like, do you understand the perspective I'm looking at, or do you think I'm just being?
I literally just ran your perspective backwards and forwards and up and down. What more do you want from me?
Do you understand where I'm coming from, or do you just...
I've been you. Except I was the dummy that gave her coochie up. I was a dummy who would go clean up their houses after parties. I would be the dummy that did all of these different things. How do I know it can taste like a pussy after when he comes over your house? Because I have gone on a guy and was like, why does yours taste like a pussy? And shut up and just suck. I've been her. I have been her.
Learn to validate yourself now. But that is outside validation. What part did we say before that?
So you don't have to do all the work we doing as grown adults. Help yourself now.
No, but what validation was she speaking on? Because we were talking about something and then she said that it was outward, and then she said...
But more like one of those puzzle solving games. But this is outside validation. Learn to validate yourself now.
You said you need people to understand you.
Oh, I just need to talk to people. I need a community. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you don't need anyone. Yeah, you don't need anyone to understand you. That we're here for confirmation. And the fact that Trinity just joined into this conversation and can give you the exact same advice I'm giving you from all the way across the pond. And she's a white lady.
Well, doesn't matter.
Caucasian, I apologize. And she's a Caucasian.
Mom.
White is just black. I'm learning so much.
You said...
Caucasian. No, what I'm saying is the fact that she could come in here and give you the exact same advice must mean we got someone...
Asian European.
She's an Asian European.
Get it right. You hear this? She's trying to...
I correct. Look, she checked me on calling Ion they, them, so
that was funny.
An Asian European.
That was hilarious.
What I'm saying is, if she can tell you the exact same thing I've been telling you, maybe I'm telling something.
She said, do it now.
You said you need okay. People don't even understand themselves.
Exactly. That's
They
another thing
don't.
that he be confusing himself. So I can't really.
Yeah. That's why I told my husband and my stepson, I was just like, y'all don't even know that you're selfish. We can't even move to working in cooperation until y'all wake up to the fact that you're selfish. And then they're going to attach to some other words that I said in the statement instead of addressing the fact that they're selfish, because they can't even entertain that. They think I'm talking so far out of the side of my neck that what I'm saying isn't even worth addressing. When in reality, oh, you did. Good job. You're so creative. Did you do a good job?
Yeah.
I think so too.
You a teacher.
Yeah, but did you want to clean up your mess? Because remember, if you start something, you
have
finish it.
a mom doing the work, showing you how to do it now. Then by the time you're 30s, you're putting your energy into different things.
Yeah, you don't need to be trapped in this cycle. Good job.
You know, that's
Clean
what
up after yourself.
That's what I want. Like, I want to know so I don't have to experience it again.
I know. And know this is the second time you're experiencing
But
it.
I feel like this is a different type of experience.
It's the next level up.
So how do...
It's the exact same level, but
how do I not
you
get
know
into it then? Because
you
clearly, if I'm experiencing it twice, then I didn't learn the first time, so I'm supposed to be learning, so I don't experience it again.
it's the same foundation, but you cause him to level up. This is the first one that I've met.
But
This is the next level.
instead of focusing on healing, right? I have to focus on healing now.
What you pointing at me for? I'm literally giving you the tools.
Because I have to focus on healing.
I've been arguing
first.
with you for 2 hours.
Yeah, learn how to focus on healing from you.
I know. You can't call me a trauma causer no more.
You,
And when you gonna work through your childhood trauma, I get tired about how I
that's what I'm
mistreated
literally
you.
saying.
God, you stress me out.
Like, the
How
reason
many
why-
times you gonna call me a bad mama? We get it.
The whole reason why I'm in this trap is because of you.
Man, you gonna do me like that?
I'm just kidding. And then you even shook his hand.
What the heck?
Your mom is a smart woman. Yeah, she is.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding, guys.
She gonna call me a bad mom 50-11 ways before this night's over.
I'm not. I told you I was going to bed soon.
Okay, so half of that. You still have to learn lessons, girl. Yeah, she still gotta live life, but at least she's gonna live life with as much information up front as possible. She doesn't have to go out and experience it. And the reason why, like, God can't teach you, like,
You are God teaching me.
I am, but what I'm saying is I can't teach you this. What's his name? Pink Panther is only going to teach you to the level of capacity that he is able to elevate. So he cannot teach you any new lessons until he elevates himself. Therefore, another person must come into your field of awareness so that you can utilize that person to elevate yourself, but also you are in their life to elevate them. And if you are able to elevate them, and then you are able to elevate yourself and elevate them and elevate them and elevate them, and you're going back and forth, and that's how you build together. It is the person who is intrigued by you enough who allow you to continuously elevate them. The person that is not intrigued by you enough will drop off where they're supposed to drop off. They were a teacher.
I need you to come live my life for me.
Man,
that would be so much fun.
I'd be wanting to hop in y'all's body when them teachers used to talk sideways to y'all. I was like, oh, and when Dre's ex used to talk shit to him, I was like, if I could just jump in your body for 10 minutes, I would slaughter that bitch and she would be trying to kill herself. Never got the chance. Ooh, I want it. Oh, man. I really want it. I wished it upon her.
I do that.
I wished it upon her. You still have to learn lessons. Your mom can hand you the tools. She ain't building your boat for you. Exactly. I told you.
Don't worry, I already read the comments. So when you look back at me, I was like...
Yeah, I can only tell
funny.
you what to do. Can't do it for you. But I could jump. Man, if I could go. This is my opportunity to relive my 20s.
I wish it was more, like, detrimental, like, more... Like, I wish I could have it in my back pocket. Tuning, cricket.
That's why you must translate what I say to you into your language so it makes sense to you. That's why I tell you to journal, so that you can write down, my mom said this, and this is what it means to me. Now, some people have to write it down until you get to the point. Okay, until you get to the point where you can process it in your head. That's why I can sit here and read Trinity's comments and sit here in silence for a few seconds and run it through my head and be like, oh, and then translate it, not exactly how she said it, because she's just planting a seed, and she's not looking for me to fully understand. She's actually looking for me to take what she said and build upon it, to give her more understanding, because we are both scientists, so we are just really exchanging theories. And so she's looking for me to build upon what she said, and when I sit on it. But until you get to that point, get your journal and say, my mom said this. How does this make me feel? How can I apply this to my very real life? Because I only know what you told me. You know the depths of you. Now you can take what I said and analyze yourself. And then once you make it your own, you don't have to worry about mom coming and telling you, because you've already made my words your own. You've internalized them because you analyze them. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know why my audience isn't bigger, Trinity. I'm so confused. Bouncing ideas off of each other. Exactly. I am so perplexed. And this is what I'm always going to run into, is I don't know why my audience isn't growing. I feel like I'm hustling backwards. But I'm like, the stuff that I am giving to the world is so beautiful. Like, there's nothing out there like this.
Because they can't have people like us getting big.
It breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart. I feel like I'm just out here. I should be on every...
We are shadow banned.
I need to be on every news outlet. Like, I scroll my timeline on silent, and it's just depressing what makes front page news. Meanwhile, I'm back here struggling.
Shh. No, you're not.
No, I'm not. You're right. I'm back here being...
Make sure you're using the right word choice, Lonnie.
Right? I'm back here building a solid foundation. I am. On every platform, my views and my follows and my subscribers. It's really interesting. I gotta go into others' lives at least once a week just to trick the talk algorithm. I will come in there and just... That's something. Maybe I will go on lives. But whenever I hop on them lives, what those people be talking about, I just feel like...
Mommy had more load to do.
I can't add to this conversation. I can ascend this conversation. And I'm the outsider. So I don't want to come into those spaces because we are not even having the conversation, because what people are out here debating, just leave it down there, kiddo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just leave it down there.
I go into lives that are more
He had more
philosophy talk.
load to do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to find people on TikTok. I just whatever. But, I just be like, it's so weird out here. Like, I'm not going to say all this spiritual stuff out here is fake. I'm not. Because when I was driving down the street, something black flew across my field of vision. And I swear it was a black cloak thing. It was like, it was huge. And it was black. And it flew across. And I was like, Bailey, did you see it? And, I always see stuff. And, like, when I refocus, it's not there. But I saw it, and then I refocused, and it was still continuing. And so it was like, okay, something is definitely flying across. And I was just like, okay, is it a bird or is it a plane? I'm just playing. I was like, is it a bird? I was like, but it's
Superman.
I was like, it's 12 o'clock in the morning, so what bird is flying around? And then I was just like, okay, is it a bat? But it was huge. It wasn't a bat. And so I was just like, okay. So I'm not going to say the things that they fixate on aren't real. What I am going to say, what they're worried about trying to figure out if it's real or not, is just a distraction. Like, it's all a distraction. If you are not digging into you and figuring yourself out, you are allowing yourself to be distracted. And that's an unfortunate choice. That is a very unfortunate choice.
Me.
Because you only got so many years on this earth. Or you only got so many years on this earth. You only got so many productive years on this earth. Could you imagine if I would have unfolded all of this in my 20s when my money was just like beautiful and I actually was connected into the city.
You didn't have kids.
And I still had you, but
kids.
Yeah.
You had a kid.
I had a kid, but could you imagine if all of this started bubbling in that energy and in that financial space? All of this is stuck because I don't have any money to push it forward. And so it's like if I had the money to really push this machine, it would be out of here. I'd be renting out theaters and putting on my own shows.
You would, or are you?
I am. Sorry.
Sorry, it's about the language you use.
Trey feels like that right now. Yeah.
Is that
Herbooski?
He kicks himself for it.
That's all right, because we still got today.
Yeah, and Dre kicks himself for it too.
We still got today. We can't get stuck in yesterday. We can only do what we know to do today. And we can use everything we learned from yesterday to fuel our today into our tomorrow.
Who do you think was wiser, Adam or Eve?
Eve. We know that Eve was wiser because after God created Adam, he was like, "Oh shit, I made him inadequate. Let me create him a helper." And he didn't make another guy. He made a girl.
Mom, look.
Because we are superior.
I found the water thing.
Good job. Because God made an inferior. God made an inferior first, and he had to make a superior in order to lead.
But you wouldn't have cultivated the skills you have now. Everything is to cultivate the tools you will need, right?
Exactly. Like I told my friend Jessica, I was like, we became friends in 1997 or whenever we became friends, because in 2024, your daughter's going to need me. My daughter's going to need you. In 2024, you're going to need me. You're going to need me, and I'm going to need you. So everything that we're doing today is setting us up for success tomorrow. That's why it's so important to be focused on what you're creating, because spirit cannot leave the tools for you to create said reality if you're not focused.
So I need to be focused on what right now?
You need to create your man. Yes, yourself.
I feel like I shouldn't be focused on the man idea anymore.
Okay, well then drop him.
Really?
If that's what you want to do, if you just want to focus on you, but again, focusing on you when you are trying to learn how to have healthier, better relationships is really silly when you're trying to learn how to work with people
I can't go
by yourself.
I can't go back on this one.
You can't work on being with other people alone. You can work on your self-love, but you will still have to come in contact with other humans in order to learn how to work with other humans. But you have healed yourself to at least you're at a higher standard than you were with Pink Panther, which you have. Now, this hasn't played itself completely out because you have not opened your legs. The moment you open your legs is when that's the end of the story, because now it's like, am I really, okay, thank you. Am I really into her enough to keep association? I don't think so at this point. At the level of investment that he has offered, I do not believe so. Therefore, you keep your legs closed and you keep the ball in the court. I forgot my point, but I made a point. We done?
Yeah.
Good. I spit my hot fire. Hot fire. All lives are reposted on Lonnie, Lonee, Appleton, Appleton, live, Live, on YouTube. Rejection over the last week, I've learned so much about myself. I've learned so much. I'm watching this TV show on Netflix. I think it's called My Demon. The Demon, My Demon. But it's a K-drama, so it ain't nothing like no American. It's called My Demon. It's a K-drama on Netflix. And I'm learning so much. Remember I told you, you know, Spirit is teaching me about contracts. It's teaching me about demons and spirits and evil and all these different things. That's why my videos are sounding the way that they're talking about, because I believe that I am being taught. This is school. I'm in school. I'm being taught about where I'm headed. And where I'm headed, the devil's definitely going to be like, hey, I got what you said you always wanted. You ready? But I've also been doing the work, so I understand that I've been blocked from a lot of devils as well, because I'm vibrating at such a high frequency that only certain devils can access me where I'm at, which means my numbers are low because only so many people can access where I'm at. But I'm learning so much from, and I really just sat here and was like, you know, I'm not gonna think today. I'm just gonna watch TV. And here we are.
She says rejection over the last week. I've learned so much about myself.
I know. We learn in the darkness. We flourish in the light. We learn from everything and everyone. My life is a classroom and so is yours. It's a beautiful thing. Can I watch my show? Trini got stuff to do. I'm asking you. All right, y'all. Bye, Trin.
Bye. It was nice talking to you.
Yes, I always love having somebody on the live to chit chat when my daughter be out here trying to tell me I done left her out here to suffer.
I haven't. I've been asking her for advice this entire time.
And she blamed me. She went through where she blames me, and I think I explained myself backwards and forwards enough that she finally got it. So, job well done. Go team. Last time it was Ion talking her ass down off of a ledge, and now it's you, Trini. It takes a village. My village expands all the way across the globe. You see how important we are, Trin? You just helped me talk this kid off a ledge. Whew, she was stressing my ass out. Now the 4-year-old is messing with the dryer, so I gotta go. You can tell him your salutations, and I'll be
I don't
back.
have any salutations.
Salutations!
Is that what you call the end of the live?
No, that's just a fancy word to say bye, bitch.
Well, thank you for listening. She almost fell. But let's see.